guys, welcome back to some Guilded Guardians. Today's video, we got a lot to break down with the patch notes that are here. And of course, we got some changes going on with Guilded Guardians. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of them if you've seen them. What is your biggest impacted change that we've seen in there? So running through here, changes. So JD and Tamimo is going to be back in a premium banner. Don't know either of those heroes really being used. Maybe JD in some sort, but overall not seeing a lot of utility in there. Now, of course, Boss Rush 14 begins, Endless Season 7 begins. Exclusive gear no longer rotates monthly. This is a big change. All exclusive gear is now in the Endless shop. This is what they've needed to do forever. A lot of players were getting copies of heroes. Tian Long, we've seen in there. Salve, a couple other heroes that we had no access to the exclusive gear. Even looking at some of the cheese heroes that we've seen, again, had no access to the exclusive gear. So they have opened it up in its entirety. So big changes in there. Now, of course, right here, added new basic, tier 7, and advanced material boxes in the arena shop. We have changes to the arena shop. We also have changes to the actual campaign itself into the adventure mode, which is amazing updates. Probably the one that I'm most excited about. I will show you guys in just a minute. Increase the tiers of materials dropped in challenge mode. Total quantities remain the same, but increase the tiers. That is a game changer when it comes to farming out and building out this tier 7 gear. Added a divider at the 50% mark of HP bars, which we've seen. It makes it a lot smoother. It makes them a lot easier. Players can now use material chests on the merge board. That one is my favorite. You don't know how much time when you're sitting on 4,000 chests, going back and forth to open 20 or 30 of those at a time, how much of an absolute pain in the butt it is. This is a huge improvement to not only the ability, but being able to build up a lot of gear really fast. Now players can use, or the tooltips for gear is now available. Improve the critical hit, making them stand out more. Endless tickets. This is another massive change. Players now receive 14 tickets at the start of the week and can obtain an additional 14 through other systems, rubies, and vouchers. That gives you 28 tickets to run endless mode. You talk about freaking out before, where we just got the 4 a day, but they're giving them to you overall. So no more than 28 tickets can be acquired in a week. You're getting them up front. Now, a lot of players aren't going to like the pressure to do it now, to go ahead and grind through a lot of endless. Me personally, I love this change because I have the ability to go in and really set my schedule to where I can run through endless 4 or 5 times, burning 8 or 12 tickets. I can go through there and I can make it really fast and really efficient, being able to really save me time on the back end when I'm doing recording, when I'm doing editing, when I'm doing everything like that. That makes a big difference. There's a temporary change until a larger endless update is released later date. Now, if you notice, there is also a change, I believe, that is coming up as well, which we're going to have to look at. Now you can see a couple different little things in here with some different heroes, from 100% to 50. So Juno got a nerf out of here. Unfortunately, a lot of players that used Juno, we are seeing a new or a nerf and a couple other heroes. Bug fixes, I'm not going to go through all of it because, again, these are a lot of things that weren't calculating, weren't working correctly. You can go ahead and check through the patch notes and look at the list itself. Now, getting in here, I want to hop in. Patch compensation. We see there was a minor patch at the end of the week, so you can see they gave us some rubies. We got some scrolls out of here. Maintenance compensation like normal. Now, this is the interesting one. We have refunded all rubies you spent during last week's endless and arena competition. Unfortunately, due to unexpected impact on players 10 through 25, we will also be treating the previous week as a rest week. So if you were grinding this out, unfortunately, last week, it seems like it is going to be a rest week. The scores will not contribute to the overall season standing. So they are dropping last week out of the season standing, which of course is going to be the October rewards, which are right around the corner. Previously announced reward levels will be maintained despite the change. We thought it was the best course of action. Understand it is not perfect, but there are going to be some changes coming to endless. Now, of course, the arena rewards in there. Guild Boss, I ranked number 8, so doing pretty good. I'm happy with the Guild Boss progression. Then, of course, Endless Challenge 215. Guild Boss number 9 overall, which is awesome. Arena in there in Endless mode. So looking at the loot, 5,800 of our rubies refunded. We got a lot of reason to really celebrate. Going through here, making some more progression in here. Now you'll notice I have 11 tickets. So endless mode, again, you can go in here, you can pick up the free tickets. We got a couple, it looks like a couple free tickets in there that are free. I don't know at what point it comes up to the diamonds, but that takes us back to 15. Now, some of the pain in the butt, really sticking points to this game is going through this over and over and over. Going through novice, spending a ticket, medium, spending a ticket, high, spending a ticket, expert, spending a ticket. Really crazy, because even going through these lower modes, and I do want to grind them out a little bit, and I have been for the leaderboard, which of course took us back to bronze. You can see we're number 9. We've only used a couple tickets in here. So you have to really understand this, and you have to know when these are going to change. I think a lot of players are going to burn through a lot of tickets, and when they go through a lot of tickets, they'll get promoted, and then they won't have tickets in the higher ones, is my assumption, that when you're going through here, you're farming these out. If you're in bronze, and let's say you're in bronze right now, you spend all of your tickets right now, you're going to burn all your tickets, all 24 tickets in bronze. You're not going to be able to make any more progression when you get promoted up to gold. So save them, guys, for where you're at, as long as it's in here and you're getting promoted. I don't know if it's the first 10 or it might be the first 20 players that actually do get the promotion. I don't know why this goes back and forth. It honestly is just an absolute pain in the butt that we go back down to bronze, then we go to gold, then we go back up to the top leaderboard right here. We go back to masters, and I've usually scored, again, you've seen 215 in masters, and then we drop all the way back down to bronze. It is ridiculous that they do that. It's just an absolute time sink going through 80 floors within there. Now, looking at the crafting, this is the part which has the material box. This is a game changer when you start going through the adventure mode, when you start going through a lot of the different content. And if you're like me, we have farmed all of this out. You'll notice that when I sweep this, boom, we get these weighted material chest. 5 contains tier 5 advanced materials in here. This is an absolute 1000% game changer in here. If I'm pulling out these tier 5 chests out of here and really going through using all of my, even watching the ads, you can buy a couple out of here. 200, is it going to be worth it to get 8 more of those chests and gold? In my opinion, absolutely worth it, especially if you're like me and you're sitting on a ton of rubies. Then you just got refunded another 5,000 rubies. Overall, is it worth it to do this? In my opinion, yes. Not only that, is you do get commander experience as well. You get 100 every time you sweep. But looking at the chests and building out, and again, thinking of streamlining that tier 7 gear process, going in here and popping the boxes within the crafting itself, material box. There we go. So we have 2 of these. Boom, those are strength. These are contain 6 material boxes. Let's go ahead and get some of those. You can see we can max them. Boom, 7 of those right off the bat. We can do the exact same with this. We can max it to 15. Look at the rewards we have in here. Now we just auto merge. Don't have to leave this. We got our tier 7 materials all built up right here. And like I said, for me personally, going back and forth an insane amount of times, popping these 5,000 material boxes that I have here, I can go ahead and just pop my 35, stay right here as we need to be, merge all of those up, and continue progression and continue farming out of here like crazy, guys. This is one of the absolute biggest and best improvements that I've seen. Short of the auto merge function, this is probably materials box, probably does take a very, very high precedence for me personally because of those 5,000 chests. Now, of course, when we're building out our gear, we do want to worry and focus on our heroes, even enlightenment. And you can see we have some heroes in a party. Since I'm running through the arena right now, or the endless mode, we're in 48. I've been grinding this out like crazy. Again, thinking of where we want to make our progression and where we're going to. These in the levels that you can take this to, because again, it's a low level that you're grinding it out. And I don't know personally, maybe I'm doing something wrong. Maybe there needs to be a different way to do this, or an easier way to do this. If there's a way to auto grind, or if they can just start me at a higher level. We've literally been farming this out like mad. It's been kind of crazy how much we've been farming this. And of course, I do have the baby account as well. We've been doing the exact same. So I actually farmed one on my iPad, which is my baby account. And then I've been farming here as well. And if you're looking for a guild FHG is the guild name. The guild still does have, I believe, 2 slots left. I believe it is 2 slots left. We are level 6. You get a crazy amount of resources when it comes to being in a guild. We're building up our guild as it sits right now. So definitely FHG if you're looking to join a guild and you're looking to be active. I think we're right at the point. Probably tomorrow we might be able to craft our very first artifact, meaning you have access to the artifacts in there, but you also have access to everything that we're leveling up through the guild functionality itself. So I'm going to go through here. I'm going to farm this up, complete this run. I do want to get Griselle built up a little bit further, but you'll notice here in the bars that there is the bar on the Guardians themselves. And also down here, you can see where the bar is broke at the 50% mark because it was incredibly difficult to go through and figure out exactly where that is with the mark itself. But like I said earlier, with the patch and all of the changes, if you have some heroes that you're really focusing on and really building out, is you can go in here and now looking at the shop itself, this is, excuse me, not the guild, the shop itself, is you can go in here and you can buy everything that you need out of here. And again, this is a massive, massive update. So you can look at your strength heroes. Everything is in here for our strength heroes. Again, agility, intellect, everything is in here. Now, the big thing to remember though, is you only have to buy one and one in its entirety because you can actually use these items right here, the epic refined stone and the legendary refined stone. You can swap whatever skill and ability is assigned to this to get the best in slot one that you do want. So make sure you remember that when you're farming these out, you have the ability to come in here and get the exact endless sword, the artifact that you want in your class specific artifact. Then you can change the abilities that are on there, meaning that you can adjust them to get the one that you want. You don't have to buy 5 of them anymore unless you want to, unless you're recycling them, but you don't have to buy them anymore. So very cool to see. So all right, guys, so that is going to do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.